How we want to start the podcast with the air conditioning in the background, Frank rubbing his face and his butt on the back of his chair.
Stop.
He's really getting in there. At least he's not doing it on the walls.
Yeah, I'm almost fine with him doing it on the chair.
You'd rather him do it on the chair?
Well, he tried to do it on the wall in the hallway earlier when you were in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And I said, stop it. I put my hand there and he was like rubbing his head on my hand.
Yeah. We did spend
all day.
Not all day. A couple hours.
Portion. Yeah.
A couple hours at least, wiping down walls today.
Mm-hmm. All I did was I bleached some things and then I just wiped down the walls.
Really,
which is really satisfying.
Which the walls could probably use some of that bleach too.
Probably. We're gonna paint them anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, we went down the home improvement rabbit hole today.
Yeah.
Well, at least talking about going down the home improvement rabbit hole.
Slippery slope.
Because we've been in the house now. We moved in 2012.
7 years.
Yeah, so next February I guess would be 8.
Mm-hmm.
And we've painted the kitchen.
Yeah. In the bathroom.
And the bathroom. And those are the only two rooms that we've actually like painted.
I guess the basement too.
Well, I was thinking like rooms we use.
Like real rooms. Yeah, kitchen and bathroom.
Yeah, because the basement's been painted, but we don't really go down there.
No, not
at least
anymore.
Not anymore. Because we had the basement flood. That's a story for another time. But so yeah, we've never painted anything, and the doors are like really cheap, like hollow core.
Crap, I'm primed, but not painted. Probably.
Yeah, like there's a white color on me.
Yeah.
But we can't be exactly sure what it is. And all the doors in the house are like that, even like the bifold doors, the actual like man doors. They're all the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're starting to look a little thin and haggard. And then thanks to our beautiful young bulldog, who I'm pointing to that you can't see because he's down here. And now he's staring at my hand. He rubs his face on everything. And his face is a moist, constant location for snot and boogers and crust and yeast and all kinds of other stuff. And he just rubs it all over our nice white walls and
love them though.
These super cheap doors.
Because I feel like if we painted and finished the floors, like that would be it for the inside.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then it'd be like, oh, I'd probably fall in love with the house again.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I've fallen out of love with the house necessarily, but it just doesn't feel like it's not exciting anymore.
No.
I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Like, I love our house. I love the memories that we've put into the house.
Yeah.
But it's just not like
it's not it's functional, but it's not like functional to what I want anymore.
Right. It was functional for what we needed 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think now that we've grown up more in this house, I feel like now we're kind of to the point that we know what we want and how we want it.
Mm-hmm.
And that feels more like, yeah, at some point we've
been open houses where it's like, this is what we want.
Yeah,
we've too much money.
And we found some houses that we really liked. And then of course you find those houses and they're like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000.
You never try on that wedding dress that's out of budget.
Is that the rule?
Yeah. Have you watched any of those bridal shows?
I watch them all the time.
Because you fall in love with it every fucking time.
Yeah.
And you can't afford it.
Yeah.
So either you have regret and not get it, or you get it and you're fucking broke.
Yeah. Because I guess the problem with the really nice houses is you can afford to own the house and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like you got a house. Do you want furniture inside?
Because sure, we'd have a streaming room and a bed.
Yeah.
But our furniture we have now is fine.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
adequate.
Right.
But it's not nice enough to be in a house like that.
Yeah, right. Like, because I guess when you think about those really expensive, I guess what I'm going to air quote, high-end houses, because I feel like our house is, again, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Really nice house. Great for anybody. But you see those houses and it's like you're expecting better homes and gardens.
Yeah.
And like you know, it's like a photo shoot every time you walk in the door, and the furniture's always perfect.
I want the staging furniture.
So you want somebody to come stage our house, but to stage it for us to keep it.
Yeah.
Do they do that? I guess that would just be an interior designer at
I
that
guess
point.
so.
That's like, hey, you're going to buy all of these things.
Well, because like if you go into like a open house and it's staged, you can be like, I want this stuff too.
Yeah. I guess the only problem with that is a lot of times that staging furniture isn't comfortable.
No, I mean, I don't have to be comfortable.
Or isn't functional. Because how many times do you walk into those houses and you go, yeah, definitely nobody lives here.
Right.
For sure nobody
it's
lives
too pretty.
here. Right. And
Look
there's no stuff anywhere. There's nothing on the counters.
I guess I'm thinking like the super nicely staged homes, like that you see on YouTube and on HGTV.
Yeah.
Like that.
But I guess what I'm thinking is that even in those houses, like nobody is actively living in those houses. Even all of the remodel shows, all that stuff, when they show you the house like after and everybody's like, hey, clinking glasses and shit in the kitchen, they've cleaned the house and staged the house for a clink moment.
That's fine.
If you were to turn the camera 180 degrees and face the opposite direction, I bet it's a fucking shit show.
That's okay. As long as it looks good, I don't care. I just want someone to be like, we'll put the floors in. We've already got that done, at least here. But it's like, I don't know how to decorate. Those curtains downstairs I don't like anymore.
I know. I'm pretty much over those too. And I'm really over the plastic blinds.
Yeah.
And it might just be because like I've seen new things, like, you know, automatic smart blinds are like a new thing now.
And I don't clean them because I hate it.
Well,
I will not clean them. I just won't.
Yeah. And they're really fragile and they're really cheap. I broke one of them trying to clean them.
That's why I just like fuck it.
But I found, I want to say it's IKEA has smart blinds that are like, they very much look like a corporate office building blind. Like it's the fabric. And you just like bolt them up, and then it's got a smart controller, and you can tell, you know, what's her name over there to lower and raise the blinds, and like that would be great because they're blackout. So it's like, you know, when we're watching TV in the living room and the sun is streaming through the front window.
You can't watch a scary movie during the day. You can't see anything.
You can't watch anything during the day.
Hello?
It could be a sunny day on the show, and it just looks like nothing.
The only thing I could think of is if we moved the TV.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, it's like there's all these little things that you'd think about like upgrading, just like you said earlier about like expanding on the one bedroom to put a bathroom in, and it's like, I mean, that's fine, but that'd be so expensive and like we'd never use it.
Well, I feel like we would. Because if it was basically like an ensuite.
But it's not an ensuite to our bedroom.
I mean, we could move.
Now all of a sudden we've got
or
a new
like
bedroom
how many times though, like do I have to rush you out of the bathroom because I have to pee really bad, or like my tummy hurts and I have to go number 2 and you're in the bathroom?
I mean, that happens pretty much every day.
Exactly.
You've got upset tummy issues.
I gotta go. I'm not there to diddle daddle around in the bathroom. I'm in and I'm out.
Sometimes. Every once in a while, you like to go the genre route of things, and you'll sit on the toilet.
I did that the other day. I got sucked into something. I don't remember what it was. I was like, I pulled a honey. My legs started to fall asleep.
That's when you know you're really sucked into something good.
I don't remember what though. Yeah, a second bathroom would be nice, even if it was a half.
Yeah. So pretty much we just need an
3 feet that way.
Yeah.
Put a toilet and a sink. That's it.
I mean, I've thought about, you know, do we put one in the basement? Because there's some space in the basement that we could convert.
It would
into
add
a bathroom.
value.
Yeah, but it'd be that's like a $15,000 add-on for us. I don't know that it's a $15,000 value add back out.
I mean, if it was easy, like slap one in the basement and call it a day.
Well, yeah, if the stuff was there for a bathroom already.
Not. I want at least a bath and a half.
So you'd want to. Oh, you mean in the next house or here?
Oh, I mean, that would be nice here, but I'm not going to pay for it.
See, I think I'd like at least 2 full bathrooms because it'd be nice if we could both be showering and or, you know, down the road with kids.
I'd like 4 bedrooms, but that seems like too much.
4 bedrooms? 4 bedrooms seems like way too much.
Well, I don't know. Don't start growling at me. Oh, Bubby, you're so sweet. I love you, but you can't sit here. like, I don't know. I mean, I guess 3's fine. But it's like if there's...
It's like 3 bedrooms and an office.
Yeah. Which is why I'm like the 4 bedrooms.
Right.
2-car garage for sure. I'd like a 2+1.
I'd like 2 2-car garages.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I want a 2-car or like a separate building.
So 2 2-car garages.
Yeah.
You'd like
that one house that was a condo, but we thought was a house would have been sick.
I still think the one house that we went and looked at, that they had that second garage that was like totally done out. Remember, it was like had hot water. It had like the
super tall one where you could fit a semi in it.
Nope. This was a long time ago.
Oh.
I'm trying not to give out addresses because I feel like that's weird, but like there was a big tree in the backyard that was trying to bust through the basement of the house.
Yep,
and there was 2 2-car garages.
Yeah. Okay.
The one garage was set up for detailing, which I loved, and then the other garage was like, apparently he had a show car or something, because there was one tiled area where a car could park, and then everything else was carpeted. And he had like can lights, and everything was drywalled and painted. It was very nice. It was actually too nice to be a garage, it felt like. But it's like, boy, there's the perfect home gym.
Yeah.
Which is where our dilemma comes in, because we have the full gym in the garage.
Like the basements aren't high enough. Like the ceilings aren't high enough.
Because I'm too tall.
Yeah. The bedrooms, same issue.
Yeah.
Oftentimes the ceilings aren't high enough. And putting that in a house, like with drywall, not that we ever get close to the walls with our weights.
Yeah.
But like, you don't want to be taking that barbell out of the rack and like turn and then knock a hole in the drywall.
Right. Yeah, the garage is nice because we've got the plywood walls, so it's like you could rack a bar off that wall, and you're like,
fine.
Yeah, whatever. It's okay. It'll be fine.
I feel like it's probably fine, but like it'd have to be on a first floor, because I would be weird about putting that much weight somewhere.
I mean, let's not talk about all of the weight. Like,
I mean, we have 4 sets of 45s.
Right, but let's not make it sound like we've got an NFL style gym in
no,
our
but
garage.
It's still heavy.
Where we've got
like that's a chonker of a weight sitting out there.
We're not the mountain out here.
Speak for yourself.
She's flexing for those that aren't seeing this.
They can see it. That's how big they are.
It just peeked right out of their ear and into their eye line.
They felt that. I was like, whoa.
Wow, she is strong.
That's right. Goddamn right.
Goddamn right. Well, house improvements was not what I was anticipating talking about, but I was going to start talking about pets because, well, we were talking about cleaning up after Franklin, and so I figured it would be fun to talk about the joys of being an English Bulldog owner.
He can be so sweet. He'll growl at you because he wants to sit with you, which is sweet up to a point, and then he'll put his face on you and snuggle in. Ooh. Just snuggle in.
Yeah.
He's a little snuggler.
And he definitely has like a really big personality.
Yeah. Everything's on Frank's time.
Yes.
He wants it. He wants it now. He's going to sit in the hallway and growl at you. But it's never like a mean growl. He'll churl when he's crying. You did a good churl. Do it. In the basement.
I don't know if that actually picked up on the mic at all.
It looks like it did, but yeah. Except he's an infant. He is a human infant.
And we don't have kids, but we've always said that owning Franklin would be like the best trial for having kids. Because
everyone's like, oh, a puppy. But like Randy's the easiest dog in the world.
Yeah.
He just exists, and he's adorable.
Yep.
But Frank, he throws up in the middle of the night.
All the time.
All the time.
At least once a month, probably.
Yeah. He'll have dry mouth in the middle of the night and wake up, and he'll be banana mouthing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's like, I have my mom ears on. I go, huh?
Sometimes.
Sometimes I sleep really hard.
For whatever reason recently, you have not been waking up for Franklin. I have.
Most of the time, though, I do, except for recently. And it's like I wake up and I listen, and I can detect if it's a banana mouth or if he just threw up. like what kind of mouth noise it is.
Yeah.
And it's like he snores. You can probably hear it.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
I love the snoring.
I've had people that have listened to the podcast tell me that they think it's hilarious that you can hear Franklin in the background, because at first they were like, what's that noise? Thinking it was something around them.
Yeah.
And then they realized it was in the podcast and it's Franklin. Yeah.
He's laying right over to the right.
So he's our forever backing track, and there's, as far as I know, no way to remove the Franklin snore from the podcast.
Can't. It's like our dog hair. It's part of our life.
So if you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
He's there.
I think a con with him is the throwing up. He's not allergic to anything like most bulldogs are, except when he had that puppy shot. Like his first set of shots, he got hives. Oh gosh, he was so swollen.
Yeah. He looked like he got stung by bees.
Yeah, that was terrible. But like he had to wipe his face off. His eyes wrinkles, his nose wrinkles, his ears, his butt, like up under that tail.
Yep.
Gotta clean the tail.
Yep.
Got to. We gotta put coconut oil on his nose, which doesn't really work, but I haven't looked into other products.
Yeah.
He hates it. He runs from me.
I think it's just, it's like any child, right? Like you don't want to have to take the bath. You don't want to be told to brush your teeth.
Because I put coconut oil on his nose every night for the past 6 years. And he still's like, get away. What? I think he likes it when I chase him, though, too.
Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah. I don't care. It's cute, though.
So I looked up an article about 5 things to consider before getting an English Bulldog.
Okay.
And I thought it would be interesting to see.
Because we didn't consider probably any of these.
No. I mean, I think you've listed like 3 of the 5 so far. You might have listed actually 4 of 5.
He does. We do have to wet his food. Like his dry food.
Yep.
Because he used to choke on it all the time.
Yeah.
Because he just eats so fast.
Well, and he's got such a stupid shaped face that he has to like shovel his food up.
Yeah, he scoops it.
So
you have to like put a of water in it?
He will like jam his face down into the food and like shovel it up out of the bowl.
And like catch it.
Kind of, yeah. And it ends up all over the place.
Yeah.
So number 1 on the list of things to consider before getting an English Bulldog is bulldogs have food allergies.
Yeah, oftentimes.
And I like their common symptoms of food allergies in dogs include gas, chronic diarrhea, ear inflammation, licking of paws, itching skin.
He does fart so bad.
His farts are pretty gnarly.
This morning, in fact, when I was trying to be quiet because you were still sleeping, I didn't put the kickstand up on the couch, which upset him because he wanted to lay between my legs. So he,
as Franklin is wont to do,
right? He's the hot dog and my legs are the buns. But he laid like perpendicular to me with his head on the couch, on the armrest, the end of the couch, as I called it earlier. The couch. And his butt was like nestled on my lap, and he farted, and I felt it like. I felt the fart bubbles on my fucking legs, and I looked at him like, "Really?" I was reading my witch book, and so I was kind of freaked out. But I was like, "Come on, seriously?" And he looked at me. And then just snuggled back in on the couch and went back to sleep.
Yeah,
he's a fart, and they stink too.
Yeah, they're rough.
They're sour.
So yeah, we didn't look into the food allergies at all. I remember I remember hearing that bulldogs have allergies.
Like a lot of them can't have like grain.
Well, some of them even have seasonal allergies. Mostly because of the way their respiratory system is, because of the way their face is shaped and that kind of stuff. So we were more worried, I think, about breathing issues than we were food issues necessarily. And we just put them on the same food that Randy was on, and we were just like, I hope this works.
Because I remember the one time he had, maybe it was an ear infection, or I took him to the vet and his face was all red because he gets really worked up in the car.
Yeah.
And it must have been his ears. And like, so his face was all red, and she's like, he's probably having an allergic reaction. I'm like, no, he's not, he's fine. And of course I was that person, that mom that
no,
was like,
doctor, you're wrong.
I know my child, but really I fucking do. He's fine. Oh, he just gets worked up when my face gets red. I get worked up.
Yeah. So number 2 is that bulldogs need wrinkle care.
They do.
A lot of wrinkle care.
The
problem is if you leave them to their own devices, they'll get infected because they get
gross like daily.
Well, because they're always moist, especially the ones under his eyes, because he's a baby, so he cries constantly. That's not true. It's just always wet. And it'll build up yeast and get infections, and
especially his nose ones. Like his, like it gets like crusty.
Yeah.
Like you gotta get after it.
So they say wrinkle care, but then they do a separate note for, and I like the way they word it, bulldogs need a clean tail pocket.
Ew. That's even worse than anything else you could have called it.
We call it his mud flap.
Yeah.
Because we feel like that's the most appropriate name. But bulldogs have what's called a tail pocket, a literal pocket right underneath their tail and above their bum. Tail pockets can be shallow or deep enough to go up to the second knuckle of your finger.
Ew, he doesn't have that.
These pockets can collect filth and become easily infected. Many bulldog owners have no idea their dog has one until the dog starts showing signs of discomfort or infection, such as scooting, drainage, or smell. Tail pockets can appear at any age. Oh, they've got like a diagram. Do you want to see the diagram?
Yeah. That's not a diagram. That's just a black colored circle that they photoshopped on top.
It's not even Photoshop.
Like MS Paint.
I was going to say, it looks like they put it into paint and
they did like a horizontal
they
oval and like color filled it.
They took the circle tool and like made a circle and then shrunk the sides in.
Huh. When I wipe his butt off tonight, I'll have to see if he has a tail pocket.
Yeah. So that's the next thing they talk about. I don't know how to say it. Bulldogs have interdigital furuncles?
Interdigital furuncles.
That's what that looks like, right?
Yeah, it's fur and then uncles. Furuncles.
Okay.
Fur knuckles.
An interdigital furuncle, commonly referred to as an interdigital cyst, is a boil that occurs between the toes due to painful, deep bacterial or fungal infection of the hair follicle.
Oh, I've seen pictures of that. That's pretty grody.
That sounds disgusting. He does lick his paws all the time, but
I think he licks like his ankle.
Oh.
Like I don't think he's like licking his feet necessarily. I don't know. These are like my paws, I guess. I'm just putting them to my face. But it's like his ankle. Mm-hmm. Half the time, I don't even think he's actually licking his foot. He's just like, blah, 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 blah. And I yell at him anyway just to stop it.
So that's the other thing. And then the last thing was they can develop cherry eye.
Oh, yeah. But boxers can too. I've seen that. Basically, any snout-nosed breed.
So I think it was just the interdigital furuncle and
Furnuckle?
Whatever. And the cherry eye that we didn't mention. But those were also things that we haven't dealt with or had to deal with.
He hasn't had that.
And I think some of that stuff comes if you don't take care of them well enough, right?
Because I thought I remember like the cherry eye too is like anything with like a pug nose like them. Like it's the eye irritants and stuff that like, because Randy has a snoofer that like helps protect his eyes. And when they sniff something, they're like in it.
Yeah.
So like,
and he really gets in it.
He has to. He's really cute when he smells things too.
He drops his face all the way into whatever he is smelling, and scoots his nose across it. Here are 10 reasons why you should own an English Bulldog.
To prepare you for a baby.
Number 1, they're adorable.
They are cute. Oh my God, him as a puppy. Oh. Be still my heart. I could hold him with one fucking arm. The soft ball of wrinkles. Oof. And puppy breath. Oof. He was just so sweet. He still is cute, but...
Not as cute as he once was.
No, as a puppy, beautiful.
He gets chef kisses for how beautiful he was.
2 chef kisses. Mwah, 2 at the same time.
Whoa.
He was so cute. I'll have to post a picture of it.
Well, there's all kinds of pictures all over Discord and on our social media.
That's true.
All linked in the description, by the way.
Go follow us.
If you want to follow them. I remember when I went to go pick him up. I think Lindsey was still at work.
You guys brought him to work?
And
I brought him inside, which I shouldn't have.
And my dad and I went to go pick him up. And we bought it from bought him from a friend of a friend, I guess is probably the best way to put it. Our friend had an English Bulldog male that he would breed, and the owner of the female had a farm.
Mm-hmm.
So they bred them, but they weren't like, it wasn't like papers breeding.
Yeah,
it
like
wasn't
AKC, or
yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And he was not cheap, but also not nearly as expensive as English Bulldog puppies can be.
Right.
But we went and picked him up, and I remember Dad holding him in his lap, and he was just this little white ball with one
cute.
brown spot over his eye, which is still what he is now. He's got some more spots.
Yeah, his face got more black around his mouth.
But he was just so white and soft and pure.
He was so cute.
And I remember we went I went a little nuts.
You did. You got him a snowsuit.
I went a little crazy. I went to the pet store, and I was like, we're getting a puppy. So I had to buy every puppy accessory I could find.
Little baby teething toys.
Yep. And I even bought him a water bowl for inside of his cage that we never used.
Not once.
Because we were concerned that he was just going to end up flipping it over in his cage.
He was a terror.
So he was adorable and wonderful and soft and sweet.
I don't remember him being a bad puppy either. I mean, he tried to go under the coffee table to pee.
He did go under the coffee table to pee.
Right. But like, I feel like potty training him was pretty not hard.
It wasn't too bad. There was definitely times early on that really sucked because he would want to pee at like 2 or 3 a.m. It was like, are you fucking kidding me?
And I guess at that point we didn't have the fence.
Right. Yeah. That sucked. Especially because we got him in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
like, hurry up and pee, man. Come on.
And so it's freezing outside. The snow is up to his eyeballs. So none of that was fun, but they definitely are adorable. Number 2 is they're full of personality.
That's true.
And that was one of the things that everybody kept telling us was like, he'll have his own personality. And it's not that I don't think Randy has a personality.
He's just so chill.
That's Randy's personality, right? I think of Randy and I just think about like how calm and relaxed he is, and he was a rescue, so all he cares about is that somebody is around and loves him. Where with Franklin, it's like a whole person, a whole ass person. Yeah. And he's sweet as can be sometimes, but every once in a while you're like, Franklin, you need to just
I'm gonna give you away.
You need to just take every chill pill you can find right now, because you are really freaking out.
You're extra. Oh god, he farted.
Bulldogs are one of the best dogs for children, which I guess we don't really know. You don't need to be an Olympic athlete to own one.
That's
it's true. He does not need very much exercise.
Well, I will say, when that one time that Chrissy brought her son over for Thanksgiving, Frank did good. I mean, Randy loves kids, but I just remember he had a turtle attached to his binky, and Frank needed it.
Yeah.
That was his toy.
Yep.
He wasn't mean or anything, but he was just like, he thought it was a game.
Right. Like the baby was trying to keep the binky away from him. I think he got it at one point, too.
Yeah, I think he did, too.
The next one was Bulldogs are talented.
Are they? Sleeping. I mean, the one can ride a vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Skateboard.
Well, that's what they've got, is like riding surfboards or vacuum cleaners or whatever.
Vacuum cleaners?
Yeah, vacuum cleaners.
Bulldog can ride a vacuum cleaner.
Like a modern witch.
Oh, I love it. Like in Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. So he can't get up on a broom, but he can sit on the bottom of a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, cute.
So then
I love this.
He can just push the little power button with his paw and just fly off into the world.
I want someone to draw a picture of Frank on a vacuum cleaner.
With the witch's hat?
Yeah. That would be my dream.
They're stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
He is definitely stubborn.
Yeah.
But I guess I thought that was part of his personality, but maybe that's all bulldogs are just like that. I mean, at least according to this article. This listicle, if you will. Their whines are hilarious.
Yeah.
He does make a lot of really funny noises when he wants something.
He does.
He makes like churl noises, and he'll growl at you, but it's not like an aggressive growl.
No.
It's like
he almost makes like a kissy face with his mouth.
It's like a pay attention to me growl.
Yeah.
Like, I just need attention right now, please.
He like tilts his head back, like ooh, he looks at those big brown eyes. This is like Frank's episode.
Yeah, we can do a Randy episode.
Yeah.
Not that, I mean, we could still talk about Randy. I just was thinking about Frank from all of the Frank shit we've wiped off the walls today.
I'll give Randy his own. He deserves it.
Bulldogs make great watchdogs.
That's true. He'll bark at fucking anything.
He barks at his own shadow, though.
Exactly.
And he growls at, like, reflections off of things and any, like, random light or bugs. Or,
you walk past our house.
Yeah. They won't be aggressive with you.
Not on purpose. I've never.
Yeah. No, I've never. Even when he's playing with Randy, it's always play aggression. It's never I'm being mean aggression.
Mm-hmm.
And you can like squish Frank's face and like grab his legs and all that kind of stuff, and he'll put his mouth on you, but he doesn't.
Will never like.
He doesn't really know what to do with his mouth.
He won't put any pressure down.
Yeah, his teeth are all kind of weird because he's a mutant, but he's got like really tiny little baby front teeth and bottom teeth, and then he's got his normal canine teeth, and then like everything's kind of shaped just kind of weird in his mouth. So he's
a lover, not a fighter.
He's definitely a lover, not a fighter, with his backward kisses.
Yeah.
Because he kisses with the bottom of his tongue.
Mm-hmm. Like a snake.
And then the last one is bulldogs bring the love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Frank is sweet, but I think when we talk about dogs that we would own in the future, I don't know if another English Bulldog is on the list.
No.
Not that we wouldn't maybe years and years down the line.
I would want like other animals. Like I want a pit bull. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's like
next. If we found the right one.
I think that's
mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Frank was yours. Like that breed that you've always wanted.
Yeah.
Pity's mine. I'd like a silver one, but I'll take what I can get.
Why silver?
They're just pretty. Or a black one.
Not a brown one?
I mean, brown would be fine. If it was nice. If it was sweet.
Boy or girl?
I don't care. I've never had a girl dog. I mean, Riley. But, like, that was mom's.
R2?
Uh-huh.
That's also your mom's?
Yeah. Looks exactly like the other one.
Yeah, I've always wanted a corgi. Because I think they're cute little loaf butts. Excuse me. And because we've been watching so much Jenna and Julian, I kind of want an Italian Greyhound.
It's so cute that you could like pick them up with one hand and they just like curl and do like a banana.
They're just like, hey, here I am.
Mm-hmm.
And they like wearing clothes sometimes. Yeah. Because Frank won't wear clothes.
No, he acts like he's choking.
He won't wear his collar. Hates wearing his harness. Won't do Halloween costumes. No. And that was like one of the things I really wanted when we got him was I wanted to be able to put him in Halloween costumes.
I guess if we worked with him, he could probably get used to it, but it's just so much Randy would do it. He loves it.
Yeah. Well, Randy is the only cares that Randy has in the world is somebody here taking care of me.
Someone
that loves
touching me.
Yes. And then he's happy. That's all Randy needs.
And if you tell him he's pretty, he loves it.
Yeah.
He's a ham.
He keeps looking up at us.
I know, because we keep saying his name.
Keep saying his name. So, that's the...
Or like a big greyhound. Like a regular one.
Yeah, that's a horse.
That's a lot of dog.
That is a lot of dog.
And, like, I didn't realize, like... Because... The one friends that we had...
Christy and Jordan.
Yeah. They had 2.
Yep.
And, like, theirs are just great.
Yep.
Like, whatever. But then, like, Jenna and Julian, like, they had to work with Bunny so much. I was like, eep. That's a lot of ciabatta.
I think it also depends on the situation that they come from. Because I know that Jordan and Christie's were both rescues.
I think they were in, like, foster houses.
Well, that might be. But then I think Bunny was, like, she didn't race, but she was, like, a blood donor dog.
Oh, that's sad.
So she was just in a cage all the time. And, like, they just took blood from her. Like that was, at least if I think I'm remembering that correctly from
That
one of the
could be, I don't
podcasts or
remember.
something. But yeah, I think with any rescue dog, that's the situation that you're in, is you don't know what they came from
Right.
and what's going to set them off. And some, like Randy, are perfectly fine. There's not really anything that sets him off.
Yeah, not anymore.
He's just here to party.
We went through a rough patch, but
Yeah. I mean, you dealt with a lot more of that than I did
mhm.
because I kind of came in late to that game.
Yeah.
But
I worked with him a lot as far as like the separation anxiety,
yeah.
but now he's good, mostly good.
Mostly
Sometimes
good.
he has like panic attacks.
Yeah. So, you know, Huskies, Greyhounds. I would do a French Bulldog, even though it's probably the exact same thing as Franklin as an English Bulldog. But I think they're just so sweet and their little ears are so funny.
Like getting into like the smart dogs make me nervous.
Like a German Shepherd or something?
I would love a German Shepherd. I would love the fuck out of that dog. But like, God, they're so smart.
Uh-huh.
Like any type of shepherd, like they're working dogs. They're so fucking smart. And if you don't exercise them enough, they are going to ruin your life. Like you have to train them.
Yeah.
Like Frank can sit and lay down and stay most of the time. But it's like, I feel like those dogs you really gotta like.
Yeah, I think I'm chill with just a lab.
I mean, labs are perfect.
Because they're smart enough.
But they're so loving.
Yeah. They're just here to party.
Yeah. They're here for you, man.
They're here to be a part of the fam jam, you know?
Yeah. Because he's old now. Not that he was ever like, take me on a walk. I need some exercise, fam.
Yeah.
He was always like, let's just lay around.
Yeah.
Take me outside to potty. Let's just hang out.
You just want to snuggle today?
Yeah.
How about tomorrow?
He wouldn't fuss even to go potty in the morning if we didn't have to.
Yeah.
He's like, let me just lay here forever.
He does fuss for dinner.
He does. He knows. Surprised he hasn't yet, but he knows what time it is.
Yeah. He has a built-in clock that is, man, you could literally set a watch to it.
He woke me up this morning. Randy did, not Frank. Frank normally wakes me up at like 6:30.
Because usually it's about 6:30 that we feed him breakfast every day, and then 5 o'clock that we do dinner every night. And when I stream on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/OMGSJP, at 5 o'clock every single night,
Every day.
he is on it. He knows exactly what time it is. Everyone, especially lately, he's been a little early.
Because it worked a couple of times,
well,
and he's like, hell yeah.
And I think that's what happened, was like he's learned the trick that if I annoy you enough, now I get dinner early.
If I nudge you with my head because you think it's cute,
yeah,
you'll give me what I want.
He likes to nudge underneath my arms to get my attention, like give you the chicken wing.
Yeah.
And it makes me giggle like a little kid because I think it's just so funny and sweet. He'll do it when I'm in the bed too, but I think it's adorable. And then I'm just like, oh, okay, let's go do whatever you want to do now. Right. Yeah. Our boys.
Wouldn't trade him for the world most of the time.
Sometimes. All right, Franklin's for sale. Highest bidder.
We talked him up. You just got to make sure you wipe his face off.
In his butt.
Tail pocket.
His tail pocket.
Tail pocket. Oh, it's like the pound puppy song.
That was the Pound Puppy song. Does Hot Pocket have a song?
Hot Pocket? I don't know. That was basically the same tune as Pound Puppy.
Yeah, you did it twice.
I did. I don't know. I think so.
Isn't it just Hot Pocket?
Yeah, that's it.
But that's just it?
I think.
There's no like.
I don't fucking know. I don't eat Hot Pockets. If you eat Hot Pockets,
let us know. Hot Pocket. This episode of the podcast brought to you by Hot Pockets.
Supposedly, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Supposedly, they've gotten like better. Like they're not just cardboard with molten pizza sauce.
Sorry, I'm looking up the Hot Pockets commercial.
Hot Pocket.
Huh. Okay. Well. That was not what I thought, but that was also from like
I was gonna say it sounds
sometime
like
in
from
the
the
80s.
80s or 90s. Their
So-
jean jackets and the fringe.
So we've done 2 story podcasts in a row, but we're gonna do a third.
Well, this was like Frank. We could cut it here.
Oh,
Boom.
okay.
Frank has its own.
Frank has his own podcast.
And then this can be a second one.
Okay. All right.
Release 2. Special edition.
Oh no! Now we can just schedule them out, and then
Yeah.
we've got more time.
Cut!
Whoa! That's just how you end the podcast? You just cut?
No, that's how you know, like, from the sound.
I understand that. I see what you did,
Uh-huh.
but that's just how you're gonna end it.
We'll cut that part out later.
You're like, okay, new podcast, cut.
Catch us next time.
Or we can just end it here, because we're like 40 minutes in.
Yeah, it's hot up here now.
I know. The AC's been running all day up
So
here.
maybe after dinner, after our fucking waffles, baby, we'll do this one.
Okay.
We're going to cut all this out.
Why would we cut this out? We still haven't officially ended the podcast.
I did earlier.
We haven't said goodbye to anybody.
I did.
No,
I said later.
cut. And that's not
Later.
That's not ending the podcast. No way.
Bye. Flex on him again.
Now they can feel your flex of
That's right.
goodbyes.
It's like a warm hug.
Yeah. Like
A nice headlock.
ugh. Some people might be into that.
I mean, probably. It's extra.
It's extra. Just like the Patreon foot pictures.
And like, how much would it cost for you to let someone clam slam your foot?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother episode.
That was literally a whole episode. I think we did that already on the podcast.
Did we?
I
don't think we did.
I haven't listened to all of the old episodes.
I have. I don't think we did.
Oh. When did we do? Did we do that as like a Fun It Friday thing on the Twitch channel?
Pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna think of like really.
So we're gonna have to do a whole episode of Would You Rather's.
Or like how much?
Well,
How muchers?
Well, we could do it as how much and would you rather.
All right. I'm cheap. Like, I'll do whatever.
Yes, internet. My wife is cheap. She'll do whatever.
I mean, hypothetically, like the PP on your foot, how much did you say that would be?
I don't remember.
How much would you do it for?
For somebody to rub their dick on my foot?
Just like a slap.
Not even a rub.
No, just like a.
Just like a batter up swing.
Yeah, like a
bottom
dollop.
Bottom of the foot?
Does that matter?
I'm just.
Is the top more personal?
It's a different position.
Sure, the bottom.
Because you know, like you gotta like.
There's more nerve endings on your bottom.
That's true.
It's more sensual.
Yeah, I might like it.
Maybe. How much would that cost?
I don't know. Do I know the person?
No.
Stranger? Never gonna see him again?
I mean, you might. I don't know.
Do my friends
Small
find out?
world. I don't know. Maybe.
Do I tell people on the podcast that I had a dick slapped on the bottom of my foot?
That's what you want.
Oh,
Get
okay.
advertising.
I don't know, a couple $100.
Oh, for real? I'm talking like, give me a 50. Just for a dollop? A dollop of daisy on your foot?
Well, I feel like it's different for you than it is for me.
Why? Because I have dicks thrown at me all the time? Is that what you're saying?
I sure hope not.
How is it different?
Because you're a straight female and I'm a straight man. So me as a straight man to have another man's penis.
All right. What about a clam slam?
That's even weirder. Because when you said clam slam, you were talking about somebody inserting my toes.
Oh, no. I'm saying your foot's flat on the ground.
Okay.
Or elevated on a stool, because who can get that low? No one. And then like the clam just comes down on top. That's it. Just like I'm sitting on your foot.
Are they clean?
I mean, as far as you know, you didn't test them.
Well,
what if it's like a glory hole and you never see them?
Well, that's even scarier.
Why? You just put your foot through. You want to
get
see
the
them?
mo-
Do you want to look them in the eye?
Do I get the
That'll
money?
cost extra.
Do I get the money first?
Yeah. They put the money through the hole. Isn't that how glory holes work? I've never actually seen one in real life. That would be exciting. Not in action, but like, that's what that is. I see you over there, you dirty dog. But like, money comes in, however much you're, amount is.
Uh-huh.
Your foot goes through.
Yep.
Slam.
Okay.
You retract.
Well, if I get to pick the dollar amount, I think I'm going high.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Like, what's your lowest, though? Like, if she's trying to bargain with you, haggle. Haggle the clam slam in the glory hole.
Are we looking at each other through the glory hole?
No, you're just talking. Like, you can see her feet, your feet. I mean, you're in a bathroom stall. Is that weird? How much, though?
So are you talking like Muppets with your feet?
No. Your mouths are talking.
Wah, wah, wah.
She's like, what's the lowest you'll go?
I feel like this is a bad Craigslist deal.
It might be. Where else do you do this kind of stuff?
I don't know. Ma'am, for you today, you get the extra low cost of just $100.
Wow, really?
Yes.
You'd go to $100. This is really low for you.
For just a...
Yeah.
That's $100. Sure. If it's my hand, that's a whole different world.
Ooh, yuck. No, your hands go on your face. And into your eyes and nose and mouth? Mm-mm.
Yeah, hand is a whole different world. But top
hand
of the foot...
is way extra.
Yeah.
Bottom of the foot?
Again, we're in another weird position because now I got to do like a handstand in the stall.
You don't. You just got to put your leg back.
What kind of balance do you think I have?
That's why you're in a stall. You can hold on.
If she puts any kind of gumption behind that clam slam, I'm falling down. Then I'm on a bathroom floor. That's going to cost you.
Hole.
Yeah, now I'm dangling
on
from a hole.
Pedestal. I don't fucking know.
I just feel like you've got this whole thing mapped out in your head of like what this looks like.
I do.
And it looks nothing like what's inside of my head.
No, we'll have
now.
to draw pictures.
Oh.
Next time on the WertCast.
I love that we went from this adorable podcast about the dogs.
Talking about hot dog dillies and clam slams.
Yeah. But I guess, too, if you know the person, you don't know if it's the person that you know because it's a glory hole.
Right. If it's face-to-face, like, then it's definitely extra. But glory hole, I'll put my feet through a hole. Take a pic if you want. $5.
Whoa. No. No. There's no videotaping. That's
extra.
There's no photos. You can get the souvenirs at the end of the ride. We have snow globes and keychains, and we've got the VHS that we will sell you. But you can't do it yourself. Your smartphone goes in a cubby or something before you come in.
Mm-hmm.
You got to leave it in the lockers before
like
you get on the ride.
Like when you get a drug test, you have to put your shit in a locker.
Yeah.
In a lockbox before you go into the door.
See, and then I've got that nightmare that somebody's like, yeah, let me clam slam your foot. Here's $100 bill. And then you stick your foot through the hole, and they, like, chop off your toes. It's like a cleaver or something.
But maybe that's why you go with someone or, like, have it surveillanced. So then you can fucking have them arrested and sue the shit out of them. However, I guess it's not prostitution.
It is literally the definition of prostitution.
You're not doing it for... Whatever. They chopped your fucking foot off. Just say they were like, hey, can I see your feet? And you're like, sure. And then you like put your foot through the hole or whatever, and they happen to chop them off. Weird. They dropped their wallet. You took their money. Whatever.
And they took your toes.
That's right.
This could be a new horror movie.
And then you catch them, and then you sue them.
We call it Glory No.
Glory toes.
Glory toes?
Toes of glory. Glory of toes. Glory feet. Glorified feet.
This is suddenly becoming a very different video.
I think I blacked out because I stared off.
Glorified feet.
Glorified feet. Sugar feet. Sugar feet.
Sugar feet.
Toes. Sweeter than sugar.
These little piggies went to market.
That's right. A dirty old bathroom market. We did. We went, look at how much we love our dog. To dirty old bathroom glory hole feet.
Chopping off toes.
That's right.
Oof.
We were supposed to sign off like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah. We can end it whenever. We ended it here?
Later.
I love that that's just your end. It's like you're on the phone with somebody and you're just like, okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. Click.
And you just, like, you took your flip phone and you just slammed it closed.
That was so satisfying though when you were pissed at someone. And you closed your phone.
Click. The one-handed click. Ugh. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Throw your phone on the bed. You don't want to break it.
Break it? They were made out of industrial plastics back then.
Don't make them like they used to.
All right, that's what we'll end the podcast. Thank you guys for hanging out.
It's been real.
We're going to try and do podcasts every Sunday. Excuse me, I haven't put the one out from last week yet, so I'll probably put that one out this week. I'll put this one out next week, and we'll start to try and build a backlog so that we can schedule them to release at the same time every week.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dab on them.
Whoa. Whoa. Just dabbing on the haters.
Is dabbing still cool?
No, that's why you do it. It's ironic.
Is yeeting cool?
Yeet. Yeah.
Is it?
I started doing all this stuff as like, haha, look at how funny I am. I'm an e-boy. And now all of a sudden it's not cool. And I'm the 30-year-old guy going, hey, is this cool, kids?
That's me.
Hello, fellow children.
Just walk up to kids on a playground. Yeet.
Yeah.
Good yeet, my friends.
A good day to you, yeet.
You should tip your fedora and dab at the same time.
My children?
And then you get arrested.
Weren't you the man from the glory hole?
You'll never catch me. And you run.
And then you run away on your nubs because you're missing your toes on your right foot.
Ooh, I put my left foot in. I'm not sacrificing my right ones.
Put your left foot in, take your left foot out, put your left foot in, and your toesies go away.
All right, we're done here.
They do the toesy closey, and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Later.